So one of the lessons is just like, take it easy, don't be hard. Because people also just see the wins.
And everybody loves a winner.
Yeah,
and we'll celebrate those wins.
Yeah, people see the wins.
And while you're winning, we're waiting for you to fail so that the others can also have a chance.
Man, I don't even want to start there. So there's so many, also when you look at me as someone who you'd say, oh, I'm inspired by your wins, just know there's also failures.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And some are personal, some are private, some are in my head, where as much as I seem extremely confident, some are just out of like me not being confident enough.
Yeah.
And maybe you are more confident than me in that space.
Yeah.
But it's just like giving each thing time.
Can I be personal?
Please.
No one gets into marriage to get out.
Yep.
Because even when you stand there, you say, till death,
I'm going to fight for this.
I'm going to fight for this. You failed.
Dismally. And for me, I think I modeled marriage my own way.
Oh.
Alone.
Tell me.
Because of my upbringing and my parents failing in marriage, and then me not being raised by both of them, I created my own world where I'm like, when I get a chance to do this thing,
I'm going to do it this
way. I'm
way.
going to do it this way.
Yeah.
And so much that you want to lead in everything.
Oh.
You want to cover everything. You want to be the driver of this thing. And so much that you forget that there's someone next to you who
also
holds the map.
That's right. Because the journey for two.
Yeah. You're a driver, there's a navigator.
That's right.
And both of you are important.
And vice versa. Yeah.
So every time I would make a move that I thought was big for us, and it wasn't received like that, a part of me was dying.
Oh.
Because I'm like, trust me, I know how this thing is going to work. Trust me.
Yeah.
Let me take this thing forward.
Instead of trust us.
Yeah. So, and every time I was talking to you off air about one day, I bought my ex a very fancy car.
Yeah.
And the response wasn't what I expected. She wasn't as excited.
As you expected it.
Yeah. And it was like, for me, especially at the time, it was like a super fancy car. And I expected
even beyond for you.
I expected it to even cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was like, oh, nice. Thank you. And it sat with me heavily for a long time. As someone who was not appreciating.
But what's the lesson there?
Sometimes we are ahead. And there's things we wish for people. There's things they wish for themselves. And we make a mistake of imposing our wishes on them.
Ooh, come on now.
So it's like me saying I want to go to the moon. The moon is always known as the place where, take you to the moon.
That's right.
And then I take my partner to the moon. And I'm like, we are at the moon. And she's like, okay, I want to go back home.
We are on the moon.
I'm like, are you serious? Like, look at where we are right now. We are above everything. She's like, yeah, but
cool for you.
It's the same thing.
Thank you.
Until she's ready to go to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Then we can go together.
Oh, yeah.
And we both feel the same way. So there's so many of those things that hit me later.
Yeah.
Not to say that then I want to try marriage again. Just understanding it where I'm like, I could have been easier on that.
Yeah.
I could have taken time on that. I could have, when you come out, it's so easy to say, she's wrong. She did that. But if you're going to sit